boltz, if he can catch one on the cross just like that, with Synopsy down, the bomb carrier as well, GX. If he can go one, an equivalent exchange, not too shabby for someone on his own as it stands. Plenty of util, though. You can see intent on Imperial. Does require some map control first. 2 smokes, 3 flashes. How will they implement? Fallen's got something in hand now.
I think that FNX may have spotted on the jiggle there as well. He did a lot of talking, and they look very, very puzzled about what could lie in towards Boiler Room. 2 smokes, one towards short, one towards long to divide here. As they push on around, it looks very heavy towards a mid to be lean. Oh. That's the first kill. The bomb's on down at Flatro's feet.
That's not bad. More to come. Fallen trying to force him out. Does find the trade. And GXX has already caught heavy flak. A Glock to the face. You can see there is a bit of a flank from here from Synopsy. Fallen, he's got another on the Glock. And poor Syneri has to run away. They've got nothing to talk about in the health department. 9 points of health for 2 of them. It is a 2v2. Maybe if Fur's not clear in his corner, Syneri's got a shot, but nope. And it just falls onto the shoulders of GXX. Now he's in hot pursuit of this banana player. It's Fallen, who's going to get that bomb down completely uncontested. And with a player already deep, embedded in CT, a long-range diffuse line is available. Poor old GXX has to really pull a superhero clutch out of the bag. Fallen is not actively contesting, and so it is just going to be a question of time. And GXX having some sort of superstitious read of this.
Well, if he finds Fur in the back here, oh, never mind, he's not going to get a chance. Fur in the back, Fur will take care of that, and it's Fallen and Fur, the 2 of them.
Util still in the bank for the execute.
Couple of warning shots here. Smoke is still in. Ooh. And never mind, that's a great shot from Vini, and they're just going to waltz on in. Vini looking to do some more damage. He gets a chance. Spam on through the smoke, won't connect any lethal damage. Vini, 3 HP remaining. boltz will bodyguard him, and they're in. They even had 3 players over towards this B site. Flatro can't connect the dots either, and that's not what you want to see out of Eagles early, right? Wobbly in terms of the aim department in a couple of those fights. The biggest positive they have is their individual ability here, is Rigon, who has...
And 10-second Ninja in a different environment.
Standard Inferno here, isn't it? Default spread, slow as you like, utility rinsed out from both teams and walking into the AWP. So you think it's slow, then a bit of pace comes on in for some territory, and GXX will find the second of the round. So a 5-on-3 advantage right now for the Eagles. They must convert around like this.
Yeah, as soon as your screen goes white, pull the trigger. GXX passes that test, and Fallen's actually managed to keep us interested. Oh, more than that. He's cleared B. That saves the day, though. With Rigon finding FNX, it's only the 4 HP Fallen. He would have to pull up an absolute miracle. Yeah, GXX its place. Still responsible for Banana is boltz, and oh, FNX has caught Rigon. That was in the apartments. The A site under a lot of scrutiny here. Flatro does have to do a lot. He's taken 4 and another headshot, hands out 2 before Vini can put him in the ground, put him in the dirt. Presence from behind. You've got to be careful here, GXX. Head has to be prepared for the lurky smoke out of FNX. Actually graces them with a nice warning. Throws out the one way.
If they go back to B right now, they are denied. Blocked at the bottom of Banana, boltz by a smoke. FNX looking for space top mid, and he's going to get it. Another kill for FNX here.
Yeah, they can actually go B here. It's going to be GXX's responsibility. If he can throw the smoke from deep CT, which he's certainly got the proficiency for, it would be to do nothing. He might just have to post up on the cross. There's the smoke. Now what do you do? Announce your presence, just wrap around the coffins. Wait for your teammates, and Eri is on his way. Fires off the warning shot, so attention drawn and re-peeks in. Now over the smoke lies FNX, and Eri might be caught here upon the fade. And they can double peek. He's very quick to it, does find the first, but not ready for FNX. Took a couple GXX to provide some form of backup. That half-wall boost could be dismantled quickly with a pull of the trigger. Oh, Crosshair was on him. Shy of the mark, Cenari baited in, and 1.5 frags may not be sufficient. GXX has support on the way. It's Synopsy to provide it, shy of the strafe. Nice play. Synopsy will take all 3. As Imperial start to commit, they hear the sound of the shot from the AWP and assume there's a gap.
Oh, that's one of the most annoying things about BNE. They're just going to swing and take those fights. They back themselves individually, and you understand why. Synopsy USP in hand, and going to give up his life.
He is ready. And even strafe in the corner. That is some awareness out of FNX. Vini has taken down the B players, and he's taken liberties, Chad. He's just gone straight in. Off of the contact play, gets the frag, and they have the sight. This should be a full round conversion here. Do you really want to go all in? Synopsy with an anti-nade is not going to be in the right place, and Vini not done. Synopsy good to trade, at least keeps it competitive. Weird smoke, big gap. but the CTs are still on A.
Yeah, exactly. Two of them have still been kept on A, kept busy by the presence of FNX. As Fer with him as well, steps on in, confirms that at this point, it's likely the save, right? There's no way they're coming on over now that the bomb is more than halfway ticked. Synopsy seemed to do some damage on the way out the door, but that was just bad timing right there. Saneri giving up his life, maybe taking a duel that he shouldn't have while Synopsy was going back towards spawn to scoop up a couple of extra nades left on over. So a round back from Imperial here. And a nice one to win, showing they can have a bit more pep in the step and capitalize off those opening frags. Honey still able to regroup mid as Synopsy has taken this long control. They might want to set on up for a bit of a B split here.
Yeah, they are jiggling for early info, and it's Fer that might be caught out by Synopsy. This is all hanging on this peak here. Fer versus Synopsy. Steadies his aim. Dancing with them. Both running out of bullets.
What is that?
Foul. I don't even know. Face to face. Chest to chest. Fer does beat him out eventually, and it is now a 4-on-2. GX would love a plant.
He might not get away with this here. The boost could just deny.
Yeah, unless Flatro is going to react. Actually, GX is allowed to find that headshot, and now the bomb can go down. Flatro trying to track them. 3 here as his reload audible, and they're just going to push as a unit. The precision not there, and 3 will close the gap. Just a pack roll back in for the retake. And Imperial, they will take another pistol.
To find an opening kill and then later taking a fight on his... Oh, two of them just spammed in apartments on one flash. They know it's going to be an apartments pop now.
And FNX is going to try and sweep through mid. Nice reaction out of Saneri. Catches FNX on the info play. So a man advantage. Now they can change their mind.
They got to go quick. 20 seconds.
It is very much hanging on by a thread. But the bolts rotate. It will likely signify
There's no smoke for spawn here.
Concluded round. Yeah, you're right. Without the smoke, bolts, if he can catch one on the cross just like that with Synopsy down. The bomb carrier as well. GXX. Just about enough time. Just enough time. And the bomb will go down. All rotating through CT. The presence of Flatro achieves nothing initially. It might be a late CT flank. And it is. He's heading arch side. So these two just have to survive, play their crossfire. It's not even that. Holding from construction side. Coffins is 1, GX. And Flatro starting his crawl. He could cut off Fallen with that flash. Bang! Already pressure applied. Reveals himself.
Oh, no.
He's making a mess of it. Fallen's alive and kicking. Gets the frag. It's only Rigon trying to save the Eagles. And he's doing everything he can. He does save them. Rigon resuscitates the Eagles.
It's the right call. There's 3 on B right now from Imperial. So if they're quick on this, they just have to isolate the one defender over towards pit of FNX.
I think Synopsy might be set on the next peak. He's up on the hay bales now. Oh, had his nade out. Quick react. FNX needs to be isolated. Vini is on the site, and Vini already hitting shots. 2 out of Vini. Saneri does manage to keep the Eagles in it. But caught just as he stopped the spray. GXX catches 1 in the library. May not anticipate a second, already filling that void. Fallen has rotated through. A clutch for GXX. Could be banged. Fallen doesn't want to announce it though. On the repeat. Oh, didn't see anything. He knows exactly where you are. And head now spotted. Knows where they both are. Catches bolts immediately. Saving 1-on-1. It's GXX and it's Fallen, who pulls another out of the bag for Imperial.
The Brazilians, because they're making a case for this of staying alive here in the Legends stage.
Yeah, there's some pace behind this. You can see Util sailing through, and so will GX leading at the front of the pack with a Tech 9 and wrapping around, forcing the fight. Fallen, he is ready and waiting. There's more across. And just over the lip of the smoke. Another quick flick out of Fallen. An AWP for Rigon to try his luck. Bombs arriving up mid, so this could just be a 1-on-4 if Saneri isn't clearing his corners. FNX ready. Nice placement of the crosshair, and actually trying to make a round out of this. Saneri's got the first and tracked nicely by Vini. Leaves it all onto the shoulders of Rigon. An armored Deagle AWP combo. Oh, the tip of the head. Nice shot out of Rigon. Second time's the charm. Puts Fer down and forces him to watch as Rigon looks to deny. Map point.
Oof, brave from boltz here to even consider just walking straight out of the library and tucking into this position, but harder for Rigon to clear now if he does want to push around long. This would be a screamer of a shot if he was to try and contend, and Vini can just play for info. As soon as he spots Rigon, he doesn't have to take the fight. He can then crossfire up with boltz here and close this one down. Rigon unlikely to get this one done, and there you go. Bullets come on through.
Fallen, the Professor, looking to put 2 down as he fires off the warning shot. He's being run down. One more chance here for Fallen. Flash is perfect, and they do open up the site. That might be enough to extend play.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to go into a save here, which by the book is the right call to make. Wouldn't mind if Imperial hang around looking for a kill or two. There's residual cash on a few, but remember, lost bonus bottom of the barrel here for Imperial, so you can understand why they're doing this. They know they just need one more round. And actually, I think the Eagles are starting to hunt here, which for them is probably not the right call. If they give up more than 2 guns in this hunt, it's not the play to make. And looking like they're far enough away that they won't give up anything whatsoever. So just securing the round, a spray for good measure. 12 secure, but 3 off the pace. But it becomes a problem when the Imperial buy is lighter. It's MP9s and FAMASs and not so much Util. And then you're giving it over because it's free pickups as well as more cash to invest. So that conversation, it's always a interesting one to have with the coaches, the analysts, the in-game leaders out there, the brains of the Counter-Strike world. Everybody has a bit of a different view.
Well, that's part of the fun, isn't it? The fact that there can be different opinions, the beauty of the depth of this game that makes it so much fun. Over the last decade, you can see a head-to-head here on your screens. Rigon versus Fer has actually been a very common head-to-head. They've clashed 10 times.
Okay, yeah, a lot of direct duels, and it makes sense. They're both very aggressive players. They both back themselves in the aim duels. And both sitting on 25 kills.
Yeah, the multi-kills are both rather parallel as well. You can see 6 for Fer, 7 for Rigon, and 2 more required for that OT. Can Imperial finish this in regulation? 1 round is all it takes to throw the knockout blow. 2 times shy. Here comes attempt number 3. Contesting for Banana. Scenari, ballsy, loses his life, and they could lose the round if Rigon does go down. boltz has got himself a double. 1 from the grave, and oh, dearie me, Synopsy's been caught on his adventures apps, and so it really does start looking like a likelihood here. Flatro and GX to defend their honor. And an overcommitment here of Fallen is going to render another frag. It's all done. 16-13, another successful Inferno for Imperial as they are on the ropes, but now 1.